our bride to be is Eddie, so I'm mixing Eddie and I actually know Tswana more than Eddie because I stayed too much in Pretoria. So and Eddie and Tswana, they are actually close to each other. So I'll just mix with English as well. My name is Mpho Hafani from the organization called Wise Makoti. For those who follow us on Facebook, I'm actually based in Pretoria, Centurion, and I'm happy. They really love you. They actually, what do they call it? I flew from I flew from Gauteng to here just for you. This weekend, everything was put aside just for you, and I really appreciate for the invitation, ladies. So I'm here to talk to you about being a wise makoti as you get into your marriage. I've been married now for 17 years. It's going to be 18 in April. Wow. And we've been together with my husband for 21 years. Wow. So it's possible, it's doable, especially with my mom.
Yes.
So don't worry, I'll still talk about everything. She was with me last week. We were in KZN because we were launching our West Makoti in KZN. She was also with me there talking. She's a pastor, so pastors, they know we talk about everything. She's been married for 45 years. So it's possible. You can also do it. You can also stay in marriage. And I really believe marriage is a beautiful thing.
Yes.
We just need to know, especially with us women, there's so much invested in us that we are not aware of. That we are able to control men without them even realizing that we are controlling them, because we've got the influence.
Yes.
So maybe just to hear from the bride to be, why are you getting married?
Dumelang. Nka se mo fetole ke tweet yo. Ke ne ke fela video. Ha o ya palela. Okay. Ke bona hore lebaka la hore ke nyane monno ke mo kireile ne ke monna ra bana ke le parapare ka rusa yona.
So you capturing him. So what we're gonna be teaching you here is how to capture him and keep him close.
Yeah,
because it's us that are able to do that as women. I was actually laughing, and we were watching something on TV, and there was this, I can't remember now, this phrase that this woman said it, and said, I can take your man. And I'm thinking, why is she saying I can take your man? Why is she not talking to men and saying I can get you? But she says I can take your man. Why is she talking to us? Why is she saying I can take your man? She must talk to the men. But then I realized that when she's talking exactly like that, that's how it is. That's why you will find a woman going to another woman and say, hey, why are you taking my man? You're like, why are you coming to me? He came to me, Mus. Why don't you go to your husband? Because women believe that we have so much influence. When somebody has got a man, somebody else can actually take that man from that person. So that's why it's important. How do I now keep mine? And here's the thing about marriage. Marriage, how I live in my marriage is not how you're going to live in your marriage. Each marriage is unique because everyone is unique. How we do things, what we like might not be what you guys like. So that's why it's important when you get married into the marriage. You don't, I've got my mom who has been married for 45 years, and I tried some of the things that I saw my mom doing. As we grow, again, we are learning things. Then you have to unlearn certain things, because I get into that marriage and I see, okay, my husband is not like my father. Like, they are completely two different people. We are just in different, things. Like, just, something that just happened when I was coming with my mom. And I'm calling my husband because there was this client that was complaining since morning. So I'm trying to sort out that her things must actually be delivered. And my husband's like, why didn't you do it? Your people, why didn't they do it? And they don't work on weekend. And I said, no, but they are not there and you are there. Can you do it? And we are laughing with my mom because my dad, he loves driving. So anything you say to my dad, you say to him, go to Cape Town now. My dad will go. Even when we're going to Durban, he was like, I'm going to drive her, mom. I'll bring her to Durban. And then, but we're like, no, it's too far. These people will get a transport because they weigh a lot. But I picked up that my husband and my dad, they are two different people. So it means at times I'll get frustrated because I had learned certain things. So this is how marriage is about. But then I get into my marriage, I'm like, hey, this man is not like my man. It's not like my dad, the way my dad will do. My dad is very handy. You know, like if your globe is, he'll change the bulb. My husband doesn't. I actually do change the bulbs. I'm the one that goes on top of it. He's completely different to me. So each person is different.
Yes.
And we frustrate marriage by wanting this person to be like this person. You want this person to be like, you know, my sister's husband, you know, my friend's husband, you know, my dad, my what. Because you have observed and saw, oh, okay, this is how marriage is done. So I'm saying to you, you are starting a new journey. It's your journey alone with your spouse. And you're going to learn him the way he is. He's not like any other person. That's why men even get angry when you start comparing him to somebody else. Well, you don't do this, you know, other men. The minute you start mentioning that statement, you are done, he's done. He's no longer going to listen to you. You know, other men, they do this. You know what he's no longer going to listen to you. So just study your man, study your husband, understand what are the things that make him happy. Because what makes the man next door happy might not be what makes yours happy. What is it when we talk submission? And a lot of people always, complicate submission. What is submission? Submission is according to that man. He will tell you how he wants you to submit to him. As much as now, they are things that the way you want to be loved. The way you want to be loved might not be the way I want to be loved. I love flowers, but it's not every woman that will love flowers. Which I doubt, is it? But anyway, but I love flowers. I love flowers to a point where, because I'm married to a vendor man, I saw first year goes, second year, third year, no flowers. I'm like, I thought marriage is about, something like that. We were watching too much of Days of Our Lives and Bold and the Beautiful. Chiwanabo Brook. And I'm like, oh, that's what love is about. I can't wait to be loved. Because I thought that's how I'm supposed to be loved. Then I saw my husband, fourth year. I'm like, flowers. And I'm planning to be in this marriage forever. Does it mean I'm going to go to my grave without receiving flowers from my own husband? And I remember this day, I was like, it was going to be my birthday. Oh, well, he always buys a gift on my birthday. And I'm like, love, you know what I want for my birthday? He's like, oh, what do you want? I said, I want flowers. He said, flowers. I said, yes. On my birthday, I sent him a link of Netflix. I said, love, I want flowers. And these flowers should not be delivered at home. These flowers should be delivered where? At work. I go. And then I was always seeing people going to reception, coming back with a vase with flowers. I said, they must be delivered at work. And then that day, I remember when I woke up and he gave me a gift. I said, love, I hope my flowers, I will receive them at work. When I got to work, sitting in my office, I see reception calling on my phone. I was so excited. I knew reception does not just call me unless there is something I must come and fetch. When I got there, when he went to Netflix, they even taught him, you know what, you can even put some chocolates in yana. Then he had bought flowers and chocolates. They teach you this. When I was collecting, it was a beautiful, beautiful, Okay, and then everyone was like, wow, congratulations, wow, who bought you flowers? So my friends, they came to my office, they're like, but where did you get the flowers? I said, from my husband. I said, wait a minute. Like vendors are known to build you a house, to to buy you a car, to make sure there's food in the fridge. But this thing of being romantic is less of them that will do that. Come to them, taking care of a wife is making sure that the wife is taken care of. You've got a roof, you've got a car, you've got these little things that we want as girls. You have to teach them. Then I'm like, he is vendor. I said, how did he get this right? I said, mine is romantic. I didn't tell him this. But you know what? I actually had to teach him. So what I'm saying to you, teach him how to just love you.
Yeah.
Don't expect things to just happen.
Yes.
Certain things are not going to happen. You will wait forever.
Yeah.
Now I get to Mama Koti that come complaining to me, frustrated. Yeah, my husband, I thought, I was waiting there thinking he's going to book us a dinner for my birthday. He didn't. Yeah, and I just comes rocking with a gift and he expects me to still cook. I said, tell him what you want. If it's a date, tell him I want a dinner date. So that he gets used to the things that you love. Because he's also learning you. You are not marrying a prophet or some sangoma who can just think, oh, what is Tumi thinking now? What is Tumi thinking now? Oh, I must do this. You are busy thinking, oh, I wish my man could. He's your husband. He's not a boyfriend that you think is going to run away. He's your husband. I know with a boyfriend, you're thinking, hey, what if I ask this and then he runs away? So let me just wait for him to do it. If he doesn't, he didn't do it. But this is your husband. So what you want, you tell him. Well, this is what I want. This is how I expect our marriage to be. My husband and I, we run premarital counseling for couples that are going to get married. We run like 8 classes. And the first thing that we talk about when we have the couple is expectations. They need to tell each other, what are the expectations? What are you expecting as a woman? What is he expecting as a man? Because you get married to a person when you are already inside, you realize this man's expectations, I can't meet them. Yet you are already inside. That's why we have so much divorce. Because then you realize, I can't, he found me wearing shorts, now he wants me to wear long stuff. Yet it was not discussed before the marriage. Well, once I marry you, this is what I expect from you. So expectations are very important. Or do you understand his expectations? What is he expecting? Now I got married, and then now I see we are both going to work. We come back. Okay, there's another one. He puts his foot on top of the coffee table, and then another one must run around the house. I'm thinking, is this what marriage is about? I was like, oh, I don't think this is what I signed up for. And then he's sitting there so comfortably, Shem. Then the other day, I'm busy cleaning up. We're staying in a townhouse that is an open plan. And he's sitting there in the lounge. I'm there in the kitchen. Now we're done eating. I'm clearing up my kitchen and making sure. Then he says, baby, come and watch something on TV. I just looked at him like this and continued what I was doing. And I'm thinking, this one. And then now he's asking, no water. Are you angry? Why are you angry? Did I say something? Can you believe poor thing does not even know that there's something that in my head is running away? Why are you not helping me in the house? And he wants to know, what is the problem? And then I said, you don't help me. He said, with what? I said, with house chores. And I said, you never asked. So now I'm saying to you, Tumi, you must ask. If you don't ask, don't think he knows what he must do. He's going to sit there because, here's the thing. We are trying to break something that has been there forever. I mean, like, it was like a girl child must do this, a boy child must do this. Forgetting that we are also getting now a lot of responsibilities with businesses, with work, and we get tired. So if you don't ask for help, help is not going to come. So don't think, when he's sitting there, he knows that he must help with this. No, baby, that's what I started doing. Our kids are now 16 and 14. So you can see they were like twins when they're actually 15 months apart. So they were like twins. So you can imagine running around with toddlers and doing this. And then there's another one, he thinks, oh, okay, women do all these things. Because he grew up seeing his mother doing everything. So to him, it was not a problem. So it means when you need help, shout. Don't make yourself a superwoman and think this man will, you must just see. He's your husband, he's not a boyfriend. Tell him everything that you want, how you want things to be done, you tell him. Because you are planning with this man. I need to build him to be the husband I want because I'm going to be with him forever. So whatever that I want, I must experience it with this man, not with another man. So that's number one. Making sure that your expectations are met by your husband. And his expectations, you understand them. For these are the expectations that he wants. You know, in the Bible, when God created Eve, it was after he gave Adam everything. And then he realized, this man still looks lost. He still looks like something is not okay. Then that's when he decided, I know it's not good for a man to be alone. It means he could see that it was chaotic. He could see that things were not in order. He could see that there was another thing that was missing in this man's life. And then he decided, let's make a woman. Then he knew when he makes this woman, she will bring order. She will bring this man to where he's supposed to be. Because right now he looks like he is lost. And he said it's not good for a man to be alone. And what did Adam do when he woke up? In NLT version it says he exclaimed and said, at last. Hey, we are here because somebody said at last. Maybe he had dated, he had been with other women, but this time he decided, at last, now this is where I want to settle with this woman. So he said, at last, he found the woman that he wants, and it's you. You are his at last. When you are his at last, it means you are his hope. You are his hope, you are his everything. You are the person that he's gonna give his heart to. But is he giving his heart to someone where it will be taken care of? Because we see a lot of men being afraid to really give the whole heart. Where you find this man, he's supposed to be clean with me now, but he's still with his mother and his father. Why? Because he's not really sure if this side, if I give my all. You know, we attended 10th anniversary last week, and there was this couple that was talking. It was a pastor and the wife, and that woman said, my husband fought with his whole family for me. His whole family, because they didn't want me, he fought with the whole family for me. It started with Lobola when he sent them and they didn't go, and he was even away. It's like somebody that is in Gauteng and then he says, oh, my Lumi vendor must go. And then the lady, because everyone is waiting that day, she called him. She said actually they were using public phones. So where he was then, there was a public phone. Then it will ring, somebody will answer. No, please call Bang Bang to come and answer the phone. And she said, where are your uncles? That guy said, they're supposed to come. And he said, they are not here. And it's already. But that guy had to go home that day. And they ended up having Lobolas in the evening. He had to find another delegation team for this woman. Can you imagine the risk this man is doing for this woman? And even after they got married, they said maybe it took like 3 to 4 years where the family, even at the wedding, the siblings were not there. Nobody was at that wedding from his family. But he stood for this woman. And that woman was saying, this man stood for me, even against his own family. This is when a man has really given his heart to you. When he is sure. Imagine doing that and then this woman wakes up and says, I don't want you. Now, where do you go as a man? He will kill himself. Because now he can't go to his family and then the woman doesn't want him. So when he is giving his heart to you, it means it must find a place, one place to stay. This man is saying, this is the woman where I'm going to give. Pella, when you are a couple, you become very vulnerable to each other. You talk about everything. We hear that Adam and Eve were naked and unashamed. And yet we're just thinking it's physical nakedness. is nakedness with everything. So it means his weaknesses, you are the one that gets to know. Some of the things that other people don't know, he's wearing a suit, he's dressed smart, they don't know about his limitations. You're the one that gets to know about those limitations. You're the one that gets to know about those weaknesses. What do you do with them? Do you go and say, hey, my friend, you don't know my husband? You see, this the house, it's me. If it was not me, who wouldn't be staying in this house? I tell you. That is you now just taking his heart and throwing it. Because he has given that heart to you. When you cannot protect him, when you cannot cover him and cover the weaknesses that he has. Because that's exactly what we do, even with the men. I haven't really seen men that exposes their wives. I haven't really seen that. As much as the in-laws can come to your house and say, your wife is very filthy. She does not even clean or she cannot even cook. Husbands will always stand with their wives. He will say, hey, mama, if you don't want to be here, just go. This is when he knows that this woman is really for him. So go in with both. Everything of yours must be into this marriage. Don't go into marriage like this. You want to check what's going on. The other foot is here. Well, yes, this one cannot. Going out. Go into the marriage with both.
Yes.
Invest in your marriage.
Yeah.
We want men to invest in the marriage, but women don't want to invest in the marriage. Invest in the marriage. I mean, we have seen men in the olden days where women were not working. They will look after their woman. They will even take them to school and do everything because this person is investing in his marriage. You can also invest in your husband, invest in your marriage, and you will see he will give his whole heart to you. When we read Proverbs 31, the Proverbs 31 woman, we hear that it says her husband. Is there? Can somebody just open for me Proverbs 31 on your phones? You guys, can I? MC, can they please? They are scared to take their phones. But they're not allowed. Oh, you guys don't have your phones on your Bibles. Yeah. We use phones for everything. But it says, I want to read that one. It says, do you have it on your?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me. Oh, it's on this one. Okay, I will get it. I'm gonna read that scripture for you. Just that because mine is doing the video. Where it says, her husband, the way her husband trusted, he gives her his heart. He trusts in her, he leans on her. So when he's marrying you, this guy, we must start seeing changes on him. We must start seeing things that we will be like, yeah, no. If he didn't marry that woman, he wouldn't be doing this. He wouldn't be where he is. Because that's why God said, Adam must get somebody. He needs help. He needs help. So this man needs help. And you are that help. And it says a suitable partner. Suitable. I always say we've got our pre-wise makotis, those that are planning to get married. I always say to them, don't cry when a man says to you, you are not marriage material. Because this man said you are not marriage material. You must just tell him, I'm not marriage material for you.
Yes.
Because exactly the way you are, there is another man that is going to love you without you changing yourself. Because you don't have to change yourself.
Yes.
And because the minute you get into marriage and you start changing yourself to fit with this person, you lose yourself.
Yes.
And once you lose yourself, you lose your mind.
Yeah.
Then you don't perform on your role of being a wife. Being a wife is a role. It's just like any other role, like at work. It's got its own spec.
Yes.
Hey, because now the spec of this role is like going to, for any other interview. There are others where some of us, you will work for 2 months, you're like, that's not what I was expecting. Then you apply for another job, you're like, I can't stay here. Because you realize that this is not me. And that's exactly what is happening in most marriages. When somebody gets in, this is not me. I cannot be this. So you need to be very sure this is the journey that I want to take. And with this person, it must be this person that understands you and you understand him. Because then you won't even have fights disappearing, always fighting every day. When you're always fighting, I always say even Abumakot, if you can't be fighting with your husband every day, then something is not right. You are not compatible. Or somebody is not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Because it can't be. Marriage is not about fighting. Marriage is about being happy. Because this person is the person you spend most of the time with. Imagine coming back from work. At work is stressful, it's equal. When I say I cut. I want to rest. I want to relax. The next thing there where I'm supposed to relax, I cannot relax. Then it's a problem. Because now when he comes back, he must come back happy. He must run to come back to you. Because he knows, oh, when I'm with my love, I'm going to be laughing. When I'm with my love, we're going to be dancing. And most of the people that follow me, they know we dance with my husband. My husband is an introvert, guys. Huh? I always, when I talk on my wall, I say, an extrovert married to an introvert. It's possible, eh? But you must just know how to work it. Because this person is not going to think the way you think. The things that you like might not be the things that you... So how do you actually merge the two? Huh? How do you merge the two? We're sitting with one couple during the week on online session. And this one says, when the husband is watching soccer, she's in her room doing something, or sometimes she says to the husband, go and watch your soccer in the room, and then now there's something that she likes that the husband doesn't like. And we said to them, you need to start merging your interests together. The things that you like, you must make him like them. The things that he likes, he must like them, you must like his. Because now, if, let's say, it's only one person that wants what they like to be done, it means the other one is going to lose themselves. Or it means the two of you are not going to enjoy being together. Because you are always doing separate things. The other one is that side, the other one is that side, you meet in bed for sex and that's it. But you want to spend time with this person. I was making them laugh. I said to the lady, you must start watching soccer with your husband. When I got into my marriage, I did not know soccer. But I actually started watching soccer because of my husband. I started watching soccer. Now I'm the one who even knows. When it's offside, I'll be the one talking and say, is it offside? Is it offside? Because I've developed an interest in what my husband likes. And he is not a soapy person, but if there's a soapy that I like, he watches that soapy with me. So it's you that must make sure that, hey, my husband, what you like, you just start doing the things that he likes with him. And then so that tomorrow you say, okay, let's do something that I like. If you like walks, if you like whatever that you like, then you start doing them together. The other thing that I want to talk to you about is don't stop developing yourself as a woman. A lot of women, and I think I even did that myself, where you get consumed by marriage and you are busy with the children, you are busy with everything, and you are busy making sure that the family is okay, then you forget to feed your own soul as well. You forget to make sure that you must be well for these people. You forget to remember, as a young girl, I had dreams. There was dreams that this is what I want to do when I grow up. This is where I want to be. You know, we always have these dreams. So actually when I'm here, this is very resonating with me. I actually studied at LTS. I was staying here in Newtown. So when I'm here, it was reminding me of my days of being a young girl. You know, how you will dream and say, this is what I want, this is the life that I want, this is how I want my life to be. As an individual. Yes, we are married, we are one, but you are an individual. So those things that you used to do, or the things that you want to do, like you want to study, you want to do that, continue with this. We must not find your husband, since when you came in with your diploma. Your husband is graduating PhD. He even says when your thinking is very low now. Yet you came together, huh? But he left you somewhere. Where what you talk about, it's not relevant to the other person. You don't want to lose each other. So make sure that you travel the journey together. Whatever that you're going to be doing, you do it as a couple, and you allow yourself to also do. If he's studying this time, okay, when he's done, you will be taking care of things. I'm going for my MBA, so that, because those things need to be discussed. You cannot just wake up and say, I've registered MBA, because there are so many things that needs to be looked at in the house, because you will not be available. So those are the things that you must continue doing. Don't be that person that you are only focused on what is happening in your home, and then you wake up, what have I achieved? Nothing. And you want to have your own money. A girl must have her own money.
Yes.
A girl must have her own money. Because men don't understand certain things that we do as women. So you go, what? A dress for that much money? Kobana is like, what? It's a taboo. But with us, you want to have, and then he's gonna say, why are you still buying heels when you've got a whole closet of heels? But it's a woman thing. If I see it, I like it, I want to buy it. But that's why a man, you can't be, oh Baba, can I please have money for this? Oh Baba. You want to have your own money. You want to be able to do things, and even do for them as a family. Even do for, now make sure that the online bags, when they come, there's also something for him. This is for you, so that it does not really omanya me too much. But here is another thing that is killing marriages. As women grow, as women progress, as women are becoming this and that, marriage become irrelevant. Marriage becomes something that is not important. I can do things for me, because we forget marriage is not about somebody buying you a house, somebody buying you a car. You know, those things we can do for ourselves. Marriage is about companionship. Marriage is not even about money. That's why we see people are happy, they don't have money. And they're happy in their marriages. They don't have double stories like we do. But they are very happy in their homes. Because marriage is about companionship. Marriage is about somebody that you will laugh with, you will be happy with. And the minute you miss that, you will even miss your role as a wife. I said being a wife, it's a role. So it means whether you are a manager at your work, I don't know what to tell you. When you come in your home, you become a wife, a submissive wife. It's my husband. I'm not a manager. The husband does not want a manager at home. The way you can ruffle people in the office is not how you're gonna do it in the house. This is your husband now. It means you need to understand, how do I address my husband? Does not matter whether you can find yourself. We are seeing women are being given opportunities, which scares me sometimes, where everywhere they just say a woman, and I'm like, what's gonna happen to this man? What is a langa? Huh? What we are just doing like this, like mahua must go down, people must go up. Then it means even when we are saying men are not, when they go this side, we want a woman manager, we want a woman CEO, we want a woman for this tender, we want a woman. Then we just seeing a world of men that are frustrated. Because men were built to say they must be leaders. And now they even think leading, it means leading even with money. So you as the wife, you help your husband to understand, you being a husband does not mean you must have all the money in the world. it does not mean you must have more than what I bring. Because me being your wife, it means we are one. Does not matter who brings what. We are one. And that's one thing that you need to remember when you get into a marriage. There is no mine anymore. There is no I. There is no me when it comes to your whatever, your possessions, your finances. When you are calling your friends, you bought that, or you bought a Range Rover, whatever. Yes, Choma, I bought it. Why is he? He's sitting there. Range Rover. Now, what's happening? Yes, Kia was hard. We is the word. Huh? When your friends are coming, you know, my friend, this couch, it costed me 150,000. Why is it? I just said, my bonus. He's there. Now you are making him feel small. You must learn to say we. When you start using those words, I'm telling you, you will build your marriage. We bought this. We did this. This is what we have done as a family. Because you guys are a family now. So there is no individual what. And some people must see, they want to ask you, when you say, we bought, you must say, we bought. Not everything is around.
Yes.
What we are accumulating together.
Yeah.
Because then when you start building your family like that, you will see that man, that's a way of building up his ego as well as a man. That's why we see a lot of men, they live big houses, they go and stay. You ask yourself, why? Just because he wants somebody who will just boost up his ego, man. He wants to feel he's a man. But if it's not happening at home, he leaves. So you must build the ego of that man. You must make sure, I always make them laugh. I say, even when you are going on a trip, if it's you who got a bonus or you got this contract and you got money, you are going on a trip with the children, just transfer that money in his account. Even when we are putting petrol, the petrol attendant must see. Petrol attendant must see. You even wait until they finish. And then the phone will say, he's done. You take out your bag. You give the card. So that, and then half the time, he will take that machine and give it to you. Again, you're the one that has the pen. Don't do that to your husband. Don't do that to your husband. Make him feel he's a man. Yeah. Because now when he's sitting there, he's thinking, that petrol attendant is thinking, oh, so it means the husband does not have a man. It's the wife that has the man. You want to build his ego. So I was saying to Pumakot when we had our event, I said, when you are going on a trip, just put, if you say, okay, when we are at the trip, we're going to spend 20,000, we're going to spend 50,000, we're going to spend 10,000. If it's you that has that money, if he does not know the pin, just say, my love, I've transferred that money in your account. Do you know what now, Rubajuan? When they just see the mother is swiping. One day you say, go to Papa when he says he wants something. Oh, but Papa, not because they are observing. They are very observant on what is happening in the family. You must be like those old women where you will grow up. Maybe some of you are familiar with that. Where you thought your dad was the one doing everything. Then you realize, Mama was waking moose. Because Mama is covering and is making sure that the family is intact. Because the kids, once they start disrespecting their father, it means even tomorrow when they start doing wrong things, he won't be able to reprimand them. So be that woman that decides, this is what I want to build in my home. When it comes to the in-laws, do we have the in-laws here? The in-laws. The in-laws, you must run the one about. She's coming and, treat her like every one of you. She's no different. She's just as she is, raw as she is. So expectations might be expectations. If she does not meet the expectation, just love her the way she is. I'm done with the in-laws. I expected it. Amen.
Amen.
So when I'm good, when you get to your in-laws, get a moya or builder. Get am a missing piece of a puzzle. And that missing piece of a puzzle, I must make sure that the puzzle is complete. Gonna get in there, you know, akuna families na mahlanya.
Yes.
Le wena ko yena o mahlanya ke a mangata.
Amen.
Who do you know them? You know, oh, my mother, oh, my sister, oh, my
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah.
When you're getting into that family, you're gonna find another mahlanya. They're gonna be as they are. They're not gonna pretend who they are. You're gonna find them as they are. Get used to it. Because then when you start stressing a lot, you know, me and my husband had to be very intelligent when it comes to our family members, the in-laws. We start understanding. We already know my dad's character is the same as his mother's character. His father's character is the same as my mother's character. It means the way I deal with my dad is exactly the way I'm gonna deal with